Hey folks, you can't believe the cinematic trailer title you just saw is just a drag and drop.
Really?
No more hours and hours of editing of VFX titles. Everything is right here in this newest version. Let's go ahead and explore. So you need less effort to edit this because almost everything is just a drag and drop. So I will show you how to edit and get the result just as you have seen in the intro. After this cinematic trailer title, I will show you two other interesting updates you might have missed in the recent update, so just watch a little longer because, before the end of this video, I'll show you the best way to get the very latest update, which sometimes doesn't show up inside Wondershare Filmora. So this is how it will look after you do the edit. It's actually easy, so I will restart it for you to understand. The first thing, go to Titles and then 3D Titles. Here choose this metal title. Stretch it for about 10 seconds, just as long as you want it to be. Now delete the 3D text inside because what we actually want here is the background cinematic video. Go again to Titles. This time go to VFX Titles. And choose this, Fire Fear Nothing. Now go to Transition and search for the Cinematic Digital 07. And drag it to the background video below. Now let's customize the above text. Change the text to whatever you want. Now, if you want the exact font that I have used, you have to download it because it's not one of Filmora's defaults. So you go to this website, and I have set the link in the description of this video. Search here for Cinematic. Here it shows up. And as you can see, it's free even for commercial use. Once you download it, open the folder and install your font. Then restart Filmora. Now go back to 3D and drag down this type of text. Move it a few frames. Go to Transitions and drag down a dissolve transition like this. Now double-click to customize. Then put the same text as below. Then the same font. On size, it needs to be slightly smaller to keep the fire outline visible. So our first text was 105, so we make this 104. Now we need to reduce the burning outline as our intro goes forward. So for that, I will add the opacity keyframe here and then, after some frames, reduce it. And also reduce the above text opacity to around 90%. Now before I show you this, let's add this second title here. So it's simple as well. Just select these two and use Alt to duplicate them up, like this. Now I change both texts to trailer. And then the size. Change the font. So cut them on one frame and go Transitions. Search for Warp Zoom 6. Now the same thing. We need to fade in this text and then fade out below. And because we cannot add a dissolve, I will add a keyframe, reducing the opacity. And after some frames, I'll increase it to 90. Add a keyframe to the text below. And after a few frames, reduce it to around 30. Now it is time to fade out this video, and for that, I select these 4 and raise them up. Leaving this track empty. Now go to stock media and drag a black sample color. Add a dissolve transition. In this, we fade out our cinematic background video. Now it's time for this. Now go to Effects and search for tear flares. Now go to the effect settings. Add a keyframe. You must make sure that your first keyframe is on the same frame where the dissolve transition ends. So the next thing is to set the opacity to around 28. And then the blending mode to around 12. After some frames, increase the opacity to 100%. And again some frames later, add last keyframe, and then split the flare. And on the first keyframe of this one, you change the blending mode to 9. And then after some frames, reduce the opacity to around 5. Now you are done with your flare. And for this shaking, just search for chaos effect. Now you go to Effects settings, and make some adjustments to normalize the shake. For the black bars, it's an effect as well. Just search for Cinema, then drag and drop. Let's render for a smooth preview, and then I will show you the other 2 new features. The next one is the audio effects. So these effects make it simple to add effects to your video that sync with your audio in the background. So when you go to Effects, Audio, here are the audio-driven effects. Let's take this as an example. There it is. So the last one is the audio stretch tool. In previous version, audio stretch was here. So now it's back on the toolbar. Now I got questions in the comments, people having issues with updating Filmora. Here is the best possible way to get the latest version of any Filmora update. The first idea is that when you check for live updates, make sure your internet connection is strong enough. The second and most effective way is to go to the Filmora website, then go to Support. Scroll to find a download. Here, You choose according to your operating system. Now you must note that this version is still a better. As you can see, it's a test, so if it can't show to you yet, it will be officially released soon. I hope this video was helpful. So you can like and subscribe.